Good evening, everyone. We start to begin our evening ceremony. Today's English day when we recite the Amitabha Sutra. Freezing to death, we do not skin. Starving to death, we not beg. Dying of poverty, we ask for nothing. We are corn of conditions, we do not change. We do not change, we are corn of conditions. With referring to our three great principles, renounce our lives, the Buddha's work. We mold our destinies as a basic duty, rectify life to feel with the Sangha's role. And context specific matters, we understand the principles. Understanding the principles, we apply them specific matters. We care on a single pulse of the better as mind transmission. Ask myself, do I fight? Ask myself, am I greedy? Ask myself, do I seek? Ask myself, am I selfish? Ask myself to pursue personal advantage. Ask myself, do I lie? Ask myself, do I eat only 1 meal a day? Ask myself, do I always wear my precept sash? It is from traditions of the Sijiri city of 10,000 Buddhas, and no one can change them. Incense in the censer, how it's burning. I all the Dharma and receives the fragrance. From afar the sea vast halls of Buddha, soul in heavenly sweetness. In every place of speechless clouds of are sincere intentions thus fulfilled. As all Buddhas right now show their perfect body, I namo says Clargeno Opiaibo Odhisattva Aima Sattva Ainamo Sans Clargeno Opiaibo Odhisattva Aima Sattva Ainamo Clargeno Opiaibo Odhisattva Siva's lotus pool, assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Namo. Siva's lotus pool, assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Namo. Siva's lotus pool, assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. The Sutra of the Buddha's teaching on Amitabha, deciphered once the Buddha Shakyamuni was staying in a Jeta grove beyond Apantika's park at Shravasti. 1,250 members of the Bhikshu Sangha had gathered with him, all of them eminent arhats known for their and higher knowledge. Elder Shariputra was there with other great disciples, such as Mahamanglayana, Mahakashyapa, Mahakatayana, Mahakashtila, Rivadashuni Pantaka, Nanda Nanda, Rahula Galanpati, Pindala Bradavaja, Kaladin Mahakapina, Vakula Naniruddha. The Bodhisattvas, Mahasattvas were also there. Dharma Prince Manjushri, Bodhisattva Ajita, Bodhisattva Gandhahastin, Bodhisattva Nidugdha, and so forth, together with Chakra chief among Devas, as well as multitudes from the heavens. Just then the Buddha spoke to Elder Shariputra, saying, west of here, beyond trillions of Buddha's lands, there is the land called utmost happiness. In that land, at this very moment, a Buddha named Amitabha is teaching the Dharma. Shariputra, why is this land called utmost happiness? The beings of this land never suffer, they're always happy, and so this land is called utmost happiness. Moreover, Shariputra, this land of utmost happiness is surrounded by 7 trees or railings, 7 layers of netting, and 7 rows of trees. All of them formed from 4 kinds of treasures. For that reason, to this land is called utmost happiness. Moreover, Shariputra, the pools of this land are made of these 7 treasures, and filled with water endowed with 8 fine qualities. Golden sand lines the bottom of every pool, and each is surrounded by stairways made of gold, silver, vidura, and crystal. There are pavilions adorned with gold, silver, vidura, crystal, clamshells, rubies, and carnelian. Lotus flowers as large as gears wheels with these pools. The blue flowers shine with blue light. The yellow flowers shine with yellow light. The red flowers shine with red light. And white flowers shine with white light. They're all wondrous, fragrant, and pure. Shariputra, the land of utmost happiness is adorned with fine qualities. Shariputra, in that Buddha land there always celestial music playing, and the ground is paved with gold. 6 times a day a rain of celestial mandarava flowers falls. Early in the morning, beings of the land gather the wondrous flowers in the folds of their robes, and make offerings to trillions of Buddhas in other lands. At mealtime, they return, eat their meal, and walk in meditation. Shariputra, the land of utmost happiness is adorned with fine qualities. Shariputra, there are also many colorful and wondrous birds in that land. Whitecrakes, peacocks, parrots, egrets, calavikas, and birds with 2 heads. 6 times a day, these birds sing in an elegant harmony. They proclaim the teachings, such as the 5 spiritual faculties, the 5 strengths, the 7 factors of awakening, and the Noble Eightfold Path. When the beings of this land hear this bird sing, they grow mindful of the Buddha, mindful of the Dharma, and mindful of the Sangha. Shariputra, do not say these birds have been born to their misdeeds, and why in that land the three paths of misery do not exist. Even the names of this path are unknown there. Rather, Buddha Amitabha creates these birds by transformation, so the Dharma can be widely heard. Shariputra, in the Buddha land a gentle breeze blows and rolls the juice trees and junets, making wondrous sounds. It is if hundreds of thousands of musical instruments were playing harmony. All those who hear these sounds naturally grow mindful of the Buddha, mindful of the Dharma, and mindful of the Sangha. Shariputra, this Buddha land is adorned with fine qualities. Shariputra, why is the Buddha named Amitabha? The Buddha's boundless light shines through all lands throughout the 10 directions. Nothing can obstruct it. That is why it's called Amitabha. Shariputra, the Buddha's life and the lives of the beings of his land last for an infinite many asamkhya kalpas. That is why the Buddha is also called Amitayus. Then great kalpas have already gone by since he became a Buddha. Shariputra, among them disciples of the Buddha, there are infinite many hearers of the teaching. All of them are huts. Their number are beyond counting. The bodhisattvas in his assembly are so uncountable. Shariputra, that Buddha land is adorned with fine qualities. Shariputra, beings who are born in the land of utmost happiness, will never retreat on the path of awakening. Many will become Buddhas in their next life. Their number are beyond counting. The one can only speak of them as limitless, boundless, and incountable. Shariputra, beings who hear this should vow to be born there and join with these good people. Shariputra, beings with few blessings, virtues, and roots of goodness, cannot be born there. Therefore, Shariputra, good men and women who hear about Buddha Amitabha should always call his name with no other thoughts. By doing this for 1 day, 2 days, 3 or 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, as long as 7 days, when they approach the end of their lives, Buddha Amitabha will appear in front of them, together with gathering of sages. When their lives come to an end, this people's mind will be clear and will be born in Buddha Amitabha's land of utmost happiness. Shariputra, because I have seen these good results, I want to know about them. All who hear what had said should make a vow to be born in that land. Shariputra, just I now praise the inconceivable merit and virtue of Buddha Amitabha. In the worlds today is there Buddha Kshobhya, Buddha Sumeru banner, Buddha Great Sumeru, Buddha Sumeru's light, Buddha Wonder's voice, and others such as these, as many as the grants of sand in the Ganges, each of them in his own land, shows the Harmakawada long done, that covers a large billion-word system, and he speaks these truthful words. All you living beings should believe in the Sutra. Go praise the inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land, and protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the world to the there Buddha light of the sun and moon, Buddha light of renown, Buddha great blazing shoulders, Buddha lamp of Sumeru, Buddha limitless vigor, and others such as this, as many as the grants of sand in the Ganges, each of them in his own land, shows the Harmakawada long done, that covers a large billion-word system, and he speaks these truthful words. All you living beings should believe in the Sutra, call praise the inconceivable qualities of this Buddha land, and protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds to the west, there Buddha limitless lifespan, Buddha limitless hallmarks, Buddha infinite banner, Buddha great light, Buddha great brilliance, Buddha treasure hallmarks, Buddha light of purity, and others such as this, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges, each of them in his own land, shows the Harmakawa the long tongue that covers a large billion-word system, and he speaks these truthful words. All you living beings should believe in this sutra, co-praising conceivable qualities of this Buddha land, and the protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds to the north, there are Buddha blazing shoulders, Buddha excellent voice, Buddha invulnerable, Buddha born of the sun, Buddha nets of light, and others such as this, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges, each of them in his homeland, shows the Harmakawa alone done, that covers large billion-word system, and he speaks these truthful words. All living beings should believe in the sutra, called praising conceivable qualities of this Buddha land, and the protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the worlds below, there Buddha lion, Buddha renown, Buddha light of renown, Buddha Dharma banner, Buddha Dharma practice, and others such as these, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges, each of them in his own land, shows the Harmakawa the long tongue that covers large billion-word system, and he speaks these truthful words. All living beings should believe in this sutra, co-praising conceivable qualities of this Buddha land, and protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, in the world above, there Buddha Brahma voice, Buddha king of constellations, Buddha superior fragrance, Buddha light and fragrance, Buddha great blazing shoulders, Buddha body adorned with colorful jewel flowers, Buddha king of salad trees, Buddha jewel flower for virtue, Buddha revealing all meanings, and Buddha like Mount Sumeru, and others such as this, as many as the grains of sand in the Ganges, each of them in his homeland, shows the Harmakawa the long tongue that covers large billion-word system, and he speaks these truthful words. All living beings should believe in this sutra, co-praising conceivable qualities of this Buddha land, and protection and care of all Buddhas. Shariputra, what do you think? Why is this sutra called protection and care of all Buddhas? Shariputra, the Buddhas will protect and keep in mind any man or woman who hears this sutra, accepts it and upholds it, and who hears the names of these Buddhas, they will never retreat on the path to and suppress perfect awakening. Therefore, Shariputra, all you should believe and accept my words, and what all our Buddhas teach. Shariputra, people already made a vow to be born in Buddha Amitabha's land, or who now make that vow, or who might make that vow, are certain to never retreat on the path to and suppress perfect awakening. Now be born, now be born, ready be born in that land. Shariputra, good men or good women who have faith, should make the vow, I will be born in that land. Shariputra, just I now praise the inconceivable merit and virtue of all these Buddhas. They also praise my inconceivable merit and virtue, saying Buddha Shakyamuni, that's what is difficult to do, especially in the Saha world during the 5 trying to try trividities, trividi of the Kalpa, the trividi of wrong views, the trividi of afflictions, the trividi of living beings, the trividi of lifespans. Amid all this, Buddha Shakyamuni has realized and suppressed perfect awakening, and for the sake of living beings, he explained his teaching, which is being his to for world find hard to believe. Shariputra, you should know that during evil time the 5 divinities, I've done what it's hard to do. I've realized and suppressed perfect awakening, and for all beings explained this teaching, which is difficult to believe. This is truly difficult. When the Buddha had finished teaching the sutra, Shariputra and the bhikshus, as well as the devas, humans, asuras, and others, rejoiced, believe, and accept what they heard. They bowed in reverence and departed. End of the Sutta of the Buddha's teaching on Amitabha. Namo Amitabha Yedato Jedo Itadi Ita Amiridopo Amirido Sidan Bobi Amirido Pijaran Amirido Pijaran Dochemiri Chachana Jedo Jari Zabo Namo Amitabha Yedato Jedo Itadi Amirido Bobi Amirido Sidan Bobi Amirido Pijaran, di Amirido Pijaran, Chemiri Chachana Jedo Jari Sabo, Namo Amido Boye Dodo Jedo. Ridan Bobi Amirido Sidan Bobi Amirido Pijaran, di Amirido Pijaran, Chemiri Chachana Jedo Jari Sabo. Wishing now to understand all the Buddhas of the three times, contemplate the Dharma realm. All things are created from mind. Wishing now to understand all the Buddhas of the three times, contemplate the Dharma realm. All things are created from mind. Wishing now to understand all the Buddhas of the three times, contemplate the Dharma realm. All things are created from mind. Angela Diaz of Bo, Angela Diaz of Bo, Angela Diaz of Bo. Namo Bubbo Diri Jari Dari Danda Yedoya. Namo Bubbo Diri Jari Dari Danda Yedoya. Jari Dari Danda Yedoya. Anzandola Chedo Zabo. Anzandola Chedo Zabo. Anzandola Chedo Zabo. Namo Buddha's Flower Garden Sutra of the Great Expanded Teachings. Namo Buddha's Flower Garden Sutra of the Great Expanded Teachings. Namo Buddha's Flower Garden Sutra of the Great Expanded Teachings. Namo Buddhas of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Dharma of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Sangha of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha, founder and teacher of us all. Namo Bodhisattva of compassion, Guanshin. Namo Nestor Bodhisattva, who rescues those in life and death. Namo Ananda, who stated all the teachings. Namo Buddhas of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Dharma of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Sangha of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha, founder and teacher of us all. Of compassion, Guanshin. Namo Master Bodhisattva, who rescues those in life and death. Namo Ananda, who stated all the teachings. Namo Buddhas of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Dharma of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Sangha of the 10 directions dwelling for all time. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha, founder and teacher of us all. Of compassion, Guanshin. Namo Restored Bodhisattva, who rescues those in life and death. Namo Honor Ananda, who stated all the teachings. We take refuge with the Buddha. We take refuge with the Dharma. We take refuge with the Sangha. We take refuge with the Buddha, on earth as the doubly perfect one. We take refuge with the Dharma, on earth teaching us to end desire. We take refuge with the Sangha, honor among all the multitudes. Taking refuge with the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. We take refuge with the Buddha. We take refuge with the Dharma. We take refuge with the Sangha. We take refuge with the Buddha, honor as the doubly perfect one. Honor teaching us to end desire. We take refuge with the Sangha, honor among all the multitudes. Now we've taken refuge with the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. We take refuge with the Buddha. We take refuge with the Dharma. Sangha, we take refuge with the Buddha, honor as the doubly perfect one. We take refuge with the Dharma, honor teaching us to end desire. We take refuge with the Sangha, honor among all the multitude. Now we've taken refuge with the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. Buddhist karma done by body, speech, and mind. Food and craving, anger, and delusion from beginningless time. Buddhists now repented all of this. Sentient beings, karma done by body, speech, and mind. Food and craving, anger, and delusion from beginningless time. All of these lonely spirits, karma done by body, speech, and mind. Food and craving, anger, and delusion from beginningless time. Lonely spirits now repented all of this. Countless beings I now vow to save. Limitless afflictions I now vow to end. Dhammas I now vow to learn. Fearless Buddhahood I vow to realize. Countless beings I now vow to save. Limitless afflictions I now vow to end. Boundless Dhammas I now vow to learn. Fearless Buddhahood I vow to realize. Countless beings I now vow to save. Limitless afflictions I now vow to end. I now vow to learn. Fearless Buddhahood I vow to realize. Beings of my nature I now vow to save. All afflictions of my nature I now vow to end. Dharmas of my nature I now vow to learn. Buddhahood my nature I now vow to realize. Beings of my nature I now vow to save. All afflictions of my nature I now vow to end. Dharmas of my nature I now vow to learn. Buddhahood my nature I now vow to realize. Beings of my nature I now vow to save. All afflictions of my nature I now vow to end. Dharmas of my nature I now vow to learn. I now vow to realize. And Bola morning dawnings above. And Bola morning dawnings above. And Bola morning dawnings above. Anaruraji Zabo, Anaruraji Zabo, Anaruraji Zabo, An Bubodiri Jedori and Doye, An Bubodiri Jedori and Doye, An Bubodiri Jedori and Doye, An San Meye Zadoan. Meye Sadoan Namo Zawadando Yedo Waterdi and San Bolai Ho Namo Zawadando Yedo Waterdi and San Bolai Ho Namo Zawadando Yedo Waterdi and San Bolai Ho Namo Zulu Boye Dando Yedo Yedajita and solo, bolai zuru zabo. Namo zulu boye, indoye dajida, and solo, bolai zuru zabo. Namo zulu boye, indoye doye dajida. Bolai zuru zabo. Ah, one, and one. And one. Namo Zanmando Modona Nawa. Namo Zanmando Modona Nanwa. Namo Zanmando Modona Nanwa. Namo many just Tathagata. Namo peerless your Tathagata. Namo wonders from Tathagata. Namo fast expensive from Tathagata. Namo far from fear Tathagata. Namo sweet you king Tathagata. Namo Amitabha. Namo many just Tathagata. Namo wonders from Tathagata. Namo fast expensive from Tathagata. Namo far from fear Tathagata. Gata Namo Amitabha Gata Namo many just Gata Namo peerless just Gata Namo wonders from Gata Namo fast expensive from Gata Namo far from fear Gata Namo sweet you king Gata Namo Amitabha Gata. May these mantras bless this purest Dharma food, giving to all Buddhists many as the Genji sense. Content renouncing of degrees, swiftly leaving darkness, burn the pure land. Taking refuge with the treasures, bring thee for the body, mind. Ultimately realize, press awakening, made her merit and their virtue be unbothered for all time. Sharing with all Buddhist sufferings of Dharma food. May these mantras bless these gifts of Dharma food, giving to all sentient beings many as the Ganges and may they become 10 rain of single degrees. With the live in darkness, burn the pure light. Taking refuge with the treasure, bring thee for the body, mind. Realizing can suppress awakening. May their merit and their virtue be unbounded for all time. Sharing with all sentient beings offerings of Dharma food. May these mantras bless this droplets of solitude, giving to all lonely spirits many as the Ganges sent. Come the great, swiftly leaving darkness, bar and the pure land. Taking refuge with the treasures, bring thee for the body, mind. Ultimately realizing can suppress awakening. May their merit and their virtue be unbounded for all time. Sharing with all lonely spirits offerings of Dharma food. To you, many faithful Buddhists, we now make the suffering. May this food pervade and quarters all faithful Buddhist church. We now dedicate this merit to all beings everywhere, giving food to faithful Buddhists so you realize Buddhahood. To you, many sentient beings, we now make this suffering. May this food pervade and quarters all sentient beings share. We now dedicate this merit to all beings everywhere. So you realize Buddhahood. To you many lonely spirits, we now made this suffering, made this food pervading, put their own lonely spirit share. We now dedicate this merit to all beings everywhere, giving food to lonely spirits. So you realize Buddhahood. An muriring sabo, an muriring sabo, an muriring sabo, an yenan sanboa, pajalayo, nan yenan sanboa, pajalayo, nan yenan sanboa, pajalayo. The heart of Prajnaparamita Sutra. When Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara was practicing the profound Prajnaparamita, illuminate the five skandhas and so they are empty, and he crossed beyond all suffering and difficulty. Shariputra, form does not differ from emptiness. Emptiness does not differ from form. Form itself is emptiness. Emptiness itself is form. So too are feeling, cognition, formation, and consciousness. Shariputra, all dharmas are empty of characteristics. They are not produced, not destroyed, not defiled, not pure, and they neither increase nor diminish. Therefore, in emptiness there is no form, feeling, cognition, formation, or consciousness. No eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, or mind. No sign, sound, smell, state, subjects of touch, or dharmas. No field the I'm suddenly including no field of mind consciousness. And no ignorance or ending of ignorance. After including all age and death, or ending of all age and death, there is no suffering, no clinging, no extinction, and no way, and no understanding and no attending, because nothing is attained. The Bodhisattva runs on Prajnaparamita, is unbeaten in his mind, because there is no impediment, he is not afraid. Can he leave destroyed dream thinking far behind, ultimately nirvana? All Buddhas of the three periods of time attain Anuttara Samyak Sambodhi. Runs on Prajnaparamita, therefore known that Prajnaparamita is a great spiritual mantra, a great bright mantra, a supreme mantra, and an equal mantra. Can remove all suffering and genuine, not false. That is why the mantra of Prajnaparamita was spoken, recite like this: Gate Gate Parasam Gate Bodhisvaha. End of the Art of Prajnaparamita Sutra. Namo Amitabha Yedodo Jedo Yedari Yeda Amiri Dampo Amiri Dosi Danpo Pi Amiri Do Bijana Amiri Do Bijana No Jemini Jajana Jedo Jari Zapo Namo Amitabha Yedodo Jedo Yedari Yeda Amiri Dampo Amiri Dosi Danpo Pi Amiri Do Bijana Amiri Do Bijana Jemiri Jajano Jiro Jari Zapo Namo Amitabha Yedoto Jedo Yedari Yeda Amiri Dompo Amiri Dozi Danpo Vi Amiri Dobi Jad Amiri Dobi Jadando Jemiri Jajano Jedo Jari Zapo. May all the four kinds of beings reach the jewel land, and the beings of all three realms be born from lotus blooms. May all the myriad ghosts attain the threefold worthiness, and the countless engine was descended 10 crowns. Amitabha's body is the color of gold. Splendor of his armor has no peer. The light of his brow shines round an hungry world. White as the sea, stark his eyes, pure and clear. Shining in his brilliance, bright transformation. Countless bodhisattvas and infinite Buddhas. Vows will be our liberation. In 9 lotus stages we reach the farthest shore. Homage to the Buddha of the Western Pure Land. Kind and compassionate Amitabha. Homage to the Buddha of the Western Pure Land. Kind and compassionate Amitabha. Homage to the Buddha of the Western Pure Land. Kind and compassionate Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. Namo Amitabha. 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 Bowing respect to the Venerable Master. Conclude our evening ceremony. Wish you good rest of the night and evening, and see you tomorrow in the morning if you wish to join us. Wish you well. Amitabha.